So of course what we just learned about I cross J, etc., we can now use for any more complicated vector like AXI plus AYJ plus AZK cross BXI, BYJ. Okay? Term by term you multiply. Throw out all the I cross I terms. Those don't come in. Okay? What will give you a J? What will give you an I? What will give you a K? You can figure out. Okay, I cross J or J cross I will give you plus K or minus K. So you can put all of the components together. I won't do it here, but it's straightforward. It's just multiplication. Using what you've just learned about I cross J, etc. Do it at home. Okay? Let's just do one example. Some of you may have heard of the word torque. Okay? If you have some engine problem with your car, you take it to the repair shop and they talk about the torque of the engine. It's clearly something with rotation. Okay. Now I'll show you again. Don't worry if you do not understand what torque is. We are going to learn it later on. I'll just show you quickly what torque is. To understand this, you have to pay attention and look at me and give your attention. See, I'm trying to show you what torque is. I'm holding this pen here fixed, and I'm going to apply a force on it to make it rotate, move. This end is fixed, and I want to move the top of the pen. Okay? I'm now exerting a lot of force. I'm fixing this end and pushing down, trying to rotate this pen. Rotate dönme demek. And pushing it down along the pen, nothing is happening. If I want to rotate it, if I now push it this way, something happens. What do I learn? If I want to have a rotational motion, by applying some force, the force should be perpendicular to the displacement, to the position of the point of the thing I am trying to move. If F, the force, and the position vector of the top of the pen are parallel, as you can see this now, you see experimentally, nothing happens. So the rotational effect of a force has something to do with whether this force is parallel or perpendicular to the position of the thing you are moving. Okay? This leads to definition of a torque. Definition is R cross F. Okay? Position vector and force. If these two things are parallel, nothing will happen. If these two things are perpendicular, a lot will happen. If they are neither parallel nor perpendicular, if I push this way, something will happen. With the same force, if I push this way, more will happen. And that's the sine theta. Clear? Now let me do an example with this. R is 5I plus 2J minus K in meters. Okay? So this might be, for example, a windmill or something rather large, 5 meter, 2 meter, etc. distances. And then you have a force which is this. Let me use the letter N for torque. Let's now calculate it. And now you have to help me. Okay, first term is this. I do it term by term. 5I cross 2I equals 0. 5I cross J, 5K. Okay, so an I and a J gave me a 5K. Let me do again a J and an I. 2J cross 2I minus 4K. Okay? It's 5 times 1 minus 2 times 2 K. Okay? Let me continue. I have 2J cross 2I is what? JI, wrong alphabetical order, minus 4K, right? And then let me do the I cross J. No, I already did this. Sorry. I'm trying to do this one with this one, right? Because I already did the I and J calculation. Now I go on to I with K. 5 times 3, I cross K. Okay, is what? J. Right? I cross K is plus J or minus J? Minus J, right? So it's minus 5 times 3. And then I can pick a K from here. And I from here, what is that? Minus 2 times K cross I is J. And finally, I have now done everything I can with Ij and Ik terms. The only remaining thing is the Jk. Clear? Because I want to have different terms. I can have I's with J's, Ij, Ji, or I's with K's, Ik, Ki, or J with K. That's the only thing that's left to do. Is this clear? Okay. If I take a J from here, it's 2 times 3 J cross K. Okay. And then I have a minus k from this one, minus 1, and plus 1. So minus 1 times k cross j. Okay, so it's minus 1 times. Okay, and then this is I. So the result is I, then minus 15, minus 17j, and 1k. Does everyone get what I said? Are there any questions? Some of you may have missed the minus sign and may be confused about the numbers, but that's all right. Go home and just work through it slowly and you'll get it straight. Okay? Your homework assignments, the problems that will be discussed for this week's problem hours and quizzes are already on Sutors. If you haven't, please study them and then go to your stations. Okay.